challenge here for Roger.
Shot from Söderling. Looked like Federer had the winner here. Oh.
These guys are good.
Real good.
Left.
Yep. Heard the machine go off. And I'll tell you what, even though it's late here, about 9:30 in the evening, the people have come out in droves. See a lot of that tonight from Federer. A lot of different varieties, a lot of different looks. Staying back, he'll slice a lot of shots. He'll try to bring Söderling forward, move him around with off-pace stuff. And he's going to come in as well. So he's going to vary the pace and try not to give Söderling too much rhythm. Söderling's going to try to hit bombs and just try to go right through Federer.
Can be a little one-dimensional, Söderling, but when you've got that kind of firepower, get away with a lot. Break points in his opening service game. And gets his name up on the board.
Well, Söderling has had a lot to do, Robbie, with inflicting some real pain in Federer's career this year when he took him out at the French Open.
Yeah, that's an excellent point to raise there, Doug, because he prevented Federer from tying Pete Sampras's record for total weeks ranked at number 1. 285 he's got. Had he beaten Söderling there, he would have finished. Even if he had lost in the semis, still ranked number 1 in the world. Which means he would have been tied with Sampras 286 weeks. And obviously we know things have got a little worse for him now, sitting in the number 3 spot. And many have suggested that it might be very difficult for him to get back to number 1. He's recaptured the number 1 ranking once before from Nadal. He is getting older. He is becoming more vulnerable to losses. The likes of Djokovic and Nadal are playing some sublime tennis. They'll Astros is going to be coming back soon, so a lot of guys are going to be back in the mix. Recently, can definitively say that Federer is the greatest player of all time. It's the GOAT, as you guys like to say in America. But with Nadal doing so well of late,
ball boy.
You know, there's a lot of people in tennis circles who have said to me, "Hang on, Rob. You know, Nadal's. Let's not judge Federer until Nadal's career is done."
Point. I think you have some early comparisons in terms of Nadal just losing his 100th match, I believe, last night, but he's won a lot more matches at a younger age than Federer has.
He certainly has. And it's interesting when you have a look at the numbers, Doug, because as you said, when Rafa lost his 100th match yesterday evening, he'd also won 468 before that happened. Federer, when he lost his 100th match, had only won 194, so a massive disparity. A lot more winning for Nadal than for Federer at that age, at that number, should I say.
That number,
yeah.
And Nadal 24 years of age.
With a golden slam as well as some Davis Cup trophies.
Home stands, left 15, Söderling has to challenge. Out of calls. Ball was called out.
Well, this one was close also.
Long, not very loud though. Long.
Not going to challenge this time. Should he have? Absolutely not. Good chance here for Federer.
Good call, even though it was a bit muted.
15.
It's interesting when you look at those numbers, Doug. Rafa's won almost twice as many more matches as Roger when you have a look at the win-loss ratio. So obviously it's all about maintaining it now for Nadal, because Federer went on a hot streak a little later in his career than what Rafa has been able to do early on.
That's the play. The first one he hits with the slice, nice and short, which forces Söderling to have to come up and into the court. He's nowhere as comfortable doing so. Watch this one, nice and low. Söderling has to play a defensive shot. It opens up the court for Federer. That's the strategy.
And that strategy's got him some more break points. points going away of Federer. It's challenging, but I think even from here we could see it was wide.
A couple poor challenges that came from Söderling. Means he's down to 1.
And Federer leads 2 games to 1. Söderling has 1 challenge remaining.
So Federer with the early break here. 2-1.
Well, he likes playing Söderling. No doubt in my mind. I mean, 14 previous encounters. Just that one loss that we mentioned, the crucial one at the French Open, which put the brakes to all kinds of records that Federer was in the process of setting.
Yeah, one that we failed to mention was consecutive semi-finals.
In majors.
That's right.
26?
24.
24, okay. Sorry about that. That's why we're together, Robbie, so you can correct my mistakes.
Well, it's a lovely evening here as the petals of the magnolia leaf are drawn back here over the center court. It takes on the shape of that flower. Federer off to a good start.
When he played Söderling at the U.S. Open in early September, I'll tell you what, he was on form that evening. Played in front of a packed house at Arthur Ashe Stadium. And he got ahead of Söderling just like he did this evening, very early in the match. Very important to do against Söderling because he's such a great front runner as well as Federer. Don't see him do that too often.
It's one of the stats that he dominated throughout the course of his career. His points won on second serve. Picked up his second serve so well. Andy Murray's former coach, always raised a good point with me about the stat of second serve points won. Does it actually mean you got a good second serve, or does it mean that you got good groundies to back up your second serve? Because more often than not, the player's going to put the ball back in play, right? Your opponent.
I think it's a combination of both. Because if your second serve was poor, they'd just be taking shots at your second serve and winning them.
I think he's a little timid to challenge because he's only got one left and one at the beginning of the set, so he's decided